NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Boston Celtics. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Shot no good there by Gallinari.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Bledsoe. From long range, his first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Utah's got it. Bledsoe to Fareed. It goes down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
And count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Mo Bamba. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The shot, almost. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Not today.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Knocked loose. Mo Bamba powers it through.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Celtics have it. Bradley to Davis. Won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
The assist from number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
To Davis.
I know you see this mismatch.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? To Harden. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good. Porter. Nice pass to set things up. Marvin Bagley with the slam. Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Bledsoe with it up top. The score 12-8. Fires the three. Second effort to Bledsoe. Has a chance. Bledsoe shot misses. From the painted area, won't go down. To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
The pass set it all up.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Harden in possession. 14-10 the score. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And count the basket.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Knock loose. Jazz have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. To Bradley. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Over the line. Backcourt violation. Doesn't get the bounce. We're through one at Vivint Smart Home Arena with the Jazz on top. Jay and I back with more after. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. To Bradley. The drive. Right to the basket. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Marcus Smart. Good touch.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Boston secures the rebound. To Davis. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Dwayne Dedman tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Cruises inside for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Boston with the basketball. Great look and vision. Anthony Davis. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Rondo with the basketball. Margins 8 to Davis. Ah, rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Time to shuffle things up. Ball's controlled by Boston. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Beyond the arc for 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Here's Rondo with it. His team down 9. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Number 22, Otto Porter.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Short jumper won't fall.
Sometimes in this game, the shots don't fall. You have to get yourself to the next play, though. That's the most important thing.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
The Utah Jazz. Number 21 to the line.
First free throw is good.
Number 13, James.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Rondo into the front court. Down 8. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Unable to connect on the free throw. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range, and Boston has the rebound. Shot from the lane won't go. It's James Harden once again. James Harden. He's 3 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Into the front court comes Rondo. 9-point margin. Knocked loose. Oh, throws it down. That misses with 2 seconds to go. First half in the books. Jazz have the lead.
Back to...
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway.
My ball. Screen coming. Man, clear the lane. I got this.
To Bradley. Down low for Davis. Won't go. Harden with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. James Harden now 4 for 9.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Flushes it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Bledsoe. Harden. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And Otto Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the three.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
To Porter. 4-3, and Otto Porter, no one in his zip code, knocks down the three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Celtics have it. Knock loose. Jazz pick it up. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Oh, yes, me and you.
Harden. Another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Bradley to Bagley. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for Boston, number 9, Rajon Rondo. Defensive foul to number 9, Rajon.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Eric Bledsoe, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To Porter. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Bledsoe.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Seth Curry. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
From long range. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the finish at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Bradley. Avery Bradley, 4 out of 7.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Anthony Davis, snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lays it up and in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Knock loose. Celtics have it. Jazz have it. And a backcourt violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 3. Subbing in for Boston. Number
Knock loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. From the painted area, won't go down. To Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Rondo with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Won't go. And scores.
2 points.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
Here's Rondo with it. The deficit now up to 13. Wide open look, won't go. Has a look. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Kenneth Faried powers it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play, and the lead back down to 12. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Davis.
Watch the cutter, man.
He was hacked. They let it go. To Harden.
Shot.
Cleans it up.
Defense, let's go.
They'll get it down to Davis. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Harden in possession. His team leads it by 10. Fires the 3, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Bledsoe to Harden. He gets it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
James Harden trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Rondo into the front court. His guys down big. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Count the bucket for 2.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Bledsoe. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Rajon Rondo at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Harden into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Big finish. Full head of steam that time.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it. Rajon Rondo has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Boston with the basketball. Porter. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Everybody pick up, everybody pick up.
To Bagley. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Make that, baby. Make that.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Timeout Boston. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench.
Number 0, Avery Bradley.
Tough make through traffic.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Harden. Fires the 3. Textbook defense. Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys trail by 10. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Ball's controlled by Boston. And that's rebounded by the Jazz. Not going down for him this time. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed